Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel, or if it's your first time, welcome especially. I'm Sally, and I'm so glad you stopped by. Today we're talking my favorite meal of the day, and that's breakfast. I'm gonna be sharing 3 easy, protein-packed, pro-metabolic breakfasts that you can incorporate into your week. But before we hop into that, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like this video if you like what you see. Let's do this thing. This first breakfast recipe is super easy to make and spooky delicious. I've started out with about 1 serving of cooked oats. What does 1 serving mean? Who even knows? Just get as much as you want. You can, if you'd like, soak your oats overnight to help remove phytic acid, which can interfere with nutrient absorption. If you forget though, it's really not that big of a deal. Now I've got my collagen peptides to add in a little bit more protein. I'm adding 1 scoop. And going to give that a good stir. Even if you're someone who is sensitive to the flavor of collagen, I've found that it is seriously undetectable in here with everything else that's going in. Now for the fun part, our toppings. I'm starting with about a cup, a little bit less, of frozen berries that I went ahead and thawed and melted. They're heated up, so the juice just provides this wonderful little sauce. Oh my goodness. I like to add a little scoop of peanut butter, but if you are looking to avoid PUFAs altogether, you can certainly leave this out. Just adds a nice depth of flavor. And then lastly, I'm going to top it with a little bit of honey. I really like adding maple syrup, but I'm out right now and honey works about just as well. I am back with breakfast number 2, and this one is so simple, it's almost too easy, but it is a wonderful way to get a protein-packed breakfast that's delicious at the same time. All we're doing for this breakfast is cooking up some turkey bacon, eggs, and then I'm going to serve it with some kind of fruit. My go-to, which you probably noticed if you've watched any of my other videos, at least this time of year, is going to be a good old orange. And the reason I even include this in the video is because we love this turkey bacon. I have absolutely no issue with regular bacon, but this is a good way to get some more protein in there. So it's 6 grams per slice. We'll do about 3 slices usually, and then I'll do 2 eggs, which is another 12 grams altogether. So super balanced breakfast because you've got fat from the egg yolks, you've got a tiny bit of fat, but mostly protein from the turkey bacon, and then good carbohydrates and lots of micronutrients packed in this orange. This last breakfast is a great example of taking really simple ingredients to make something that feels fresh and new and really delicious. I'm gonna start off with some crusty bread, just throwing it into the toaster. Normally I use homemade sourdough, but if you watched a couple videos ago, you will know that I totally screwed over my sourdough starter and need to start again. So this is just a crusty French loaf that I made last night. The pieces are a little bit thin, so I am doubling up over here. While my bread is toasting, I've got 2 eggs cooking up over here in my lovely Always pan. I always want to grab this handle, but it's hot, don't touch it. I put a little pepper on them. I have my pink sea salt. The thing about pink and gray sea salts is they contain minerals other than just sodium. So when you get them in that form, you're getting a little extra boost of those minerals as well. I'm gonna go ahead and flip my eggs over, and this is where things get a little funky. So once you flip your eggs, I have some cheese over here. This is the goat's milk Gouda from Trader Joe's. I know I talk about it a lot, but it's really delicious. I prefer like a sharper cheese, or goat's milk gives some nice flavor. I'm just gonna put it on top of my eggs while the bottom half cooks. For the next and the best step, I'm gonna flip my eggs over again once the other side is cooked to my liking, and I want the cheese on the bottom. I have done this in a cast iron skillet, and a little bit does get stuck to the pan, but it actually works just fine. Obviously a non-stick pan is helpful for this, but my goal is for the cheese to get melty, and then when it hardens again, or when it cools down again, it will get a little bit crispy and also gooey at the same time. So I let this finish for just about a minute till my cheese is a little bit melty. And then I pulled my bread out of the toaster. Usually I have bigger bread, and so I can just make like an open face sandwich, but I'm doubling up like I said, so I'll probably just cut them in half or eat them with a fork and knife. We'll see. Either way, I'm just gonna lift that up. Cheese on the bottom, trying not to drop it everywhere. And I didn't grab my tripod for this one. That was kind of silly because now I only have one hand, but I'm just putting the gooey cheese facing the bread so it sticks the egg to the toast. There we go. And you get this delicious little breakfast situation, kind of reminiscent of croque madame, but less labor intensive. Thank you for putting up with my shakiness. Well, here we are with our third and final breakfast. I am so excited to eat this all up and get on with a fantastic day. So I hope you'll try these simple but delicious recipes out. Let me know in the comments what your go-to breakfast is. That is carb, protein, macro balanced, we'll say. Some good fats in there as well. And please, like I said at the start of the video, don't forget to subscribe, to like the video if you've made it this far. It really, really makes a difference. I appreciate y'all so much. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Till next time. Bye, y'all.